Hello, it's Interret Room. My name's Tony, but Interret. So, I am considering doing love readings for this channel. I just have grave reservations. Like, I love love readings. I got into tarot because of love. I always checked out my horoscope because of love, you know? And I want to do love readings, but being on TarotTube is it makes me so weary of doing love, like, tarot readings, because it's like, it attracts a certain energy, I think. And I know with my own codependencies that I'm working through, like, do I want to do love readings? Am I going to be projecting my own stuff into the tarot reading? I don't want to attract people who say they're done with someone, but somehow are always cross-watching or watching. I don't want to have, because I want to keep open comments, but I don't want to have comments where, like, they go into this long tirade of, he was doing me wrong, and that's why he did this, and that's why he got that. And I'm not into that. I'm not into the twin flame thing. I'm not into the karmic thing. I'm not into because everybody else is always the karmic, and it's like, what if you are the karmic? You know? What if you are the other woman? What if you are the third party? No one ever seems to consider that. Well, no. What I'm going to say is this. There are people who actively know that they're like the third wheel in the situation. They don't care. They want what they want. And I don't know if doing love readings is going to open me up to that. I think I'm going to go forward with it, but man, it's like a lot. And then you got like this is like the stuff that I see. And you can tell I go through a lot of readings. I started to whittle it down to like the readers that I like really like. Like, there's always like a curse, a spell work, those cards that they like write messages on. Oh, I miss you. Oh, I want you. I don't know. At some point, sometimes, like, the love readings can keep you stuck and waiting on someone who has no intention of returning, no intention of showing up, really. For some people, like, this person has no intention of showing up because this person doesn't exist for you. This person kind of is like an energy, and I'm like exploring my own reasons for getting the love readings, but it's like an energetic holding space that you need to like work through so that you can really have like love and intimacy. I don't know, that's something that I'm like thinking about in my own life. Like, I want to say that I'll do better. I don't know, you know. I love love. My Venus is in Taurus. It opposes Pluto and squares my moon, and my moon squares Pluto also. So I have a lot of intense feelings, a lot of tense thoughts. Ultimately, with my chart, like, true intimacy is something that I crave outside of like being misunderstood. And truly finding people for me is something that has been pretty elusive. But then it also comes to like self-protective ways of being. I think a lot of this stuff is we hold space for the people that clearly aren't right because we're scared of the person that's really meant to come in. Like, think about it. So I'm a Pluto and Scorpio generation, and you know, like, death is like a common theme under Scorpio. In order to be truly vulnerable, you have to energetically and spiritually turn over, you know, all the time, every day in your relationships. And if you're not willing to do that, you're not willing to give something up, you're not willing to energetically amputate yourself and grow new limbs, then relationships in general are going to be hard, not just romantic. So there's that. So I think that I will do love readings. I just really want to have those safeguards where I just don't have a lot of negative stuff. I don't know. I think sometimes a lot of the readings, they have a bunch of negative people on them. Because I read comments. I'm a comment reader. Like, I love reading comments of like any video that I watch. I will read. There's 300 comments. I'm going through every comment, mainly because I like to read information as opposed to necessarily like watching it, which is so funny because I do videos. But I know that like some people, they're visual audio or audio visual. But I'm going through comments and like the stuff that people like, feel free sharing like on here blows my mind. It was like each their own, right? It's their own journey. Like I got into tarot because of a guy. I switched careers for a guy. Not to get the guy. It wasn't like Elle Woods and Legally Blonde. I like that movie. If you ever, I wasn't really feeling the second one, but the first one I liked. I don't know, I really liked it. I was reading for Elle. Anyway, yeah, I think just not wanting to have that sticky energy, that can't let go energy. So interesting. So I'm gonna start doing them. It may be love in higher different forms. I'll say higher forms, like agape love or something like that. Love in different forms, and more geared towards self. So I'll do a poll, actually, when it comes to love. What are some of the questions? And we'll go from there. But yeah, I do not want that crowd to be coming around talking about he's gonna get his karma, he left me, I don't understand, he can keep her, I lost this behind him, I lost that behind her. Like, please stop, please. Because this is making everyone that you mentioned look crazy, and you. So yeah, so I am considering love readings, but we got to consider a few things. And if you're watching this channel, please reconsider if you have certain ideas about how love readings are supposed to go. I'm not using none of them cards with channel messages. I'm not using them decks that be like, I want to kiss you in the night. Like, bruh, like, no. Like, I like them, but I kind of feel like, even with like shorts and stuff like that, I feel like how much of this is like manipulated to like, I'm not gonna say keep people on the mill of like looking, because it's ultimately not, it's ultimately up to the consumer, because you are a consumer of tarot, and I am a consumer of tarot. But like, how much of that is edited to just give people what they want? Like, why is every love reading like the Lovers, and then like you get the Tower, and then everything is like you twist it to make it like positive? Like, maybe it's just, maybe you need that 10 of Swords, and you need somebody to tell you that it's done, and then it be done. Like, let it be over. I don't know. When I like want to move on, I like block people. And once I block you, it's very rare that I unblock you, unless I'm like emotionally like, what are they up to? But other than that, like, once I get it in my mind that that relationship is like fully over. Whether you exit through like, it's always like a random like argument that people start to like leave. I don't know why people do that. I mean, I've done that being immature. But yeah, so I'll do a poll. I'll probably put the poll up before this video, but pay attention, be mindful of what you're consuming when it comes to love. If it seems too good to be true, if it's feeding into what you think and what you want as opposed to like maybe what's actually happening, I'm not even gonna say take it if it resonates, because like we make things resonate that don't resonate, and I've done that with a bunch of love readings. So there's a lot of work we got to do on ourselves. And again, if you're not willing to turn over to be a new person, having like intimate relationships with other people, it's really hard because you can't turn over cycles in your own life. So to communicate with somebody else, you gotta constantly show yourself new. Like nobody will ever know you 100%, because technically I feel like you never know yourself 100%, or you don't have enough time in this physical form to like have your, to know, I guess, to fully actualize yourself in this form. The time you're given is the time you're given. But you know, intimacy is by showing yourself and being okay with that, like really being okay with that, like 360 of you. Maslow hierarchy of needs, from the bottom to the top, being okay with that. Okay, so this is longer than I thought, but I'll see you later. Peace out.